Hi there. This is going to be a super short intro because it is all three of these episodes together and I did an intro for each one intending to release them individually. Just wanted to say that episode 4 really hurt my connection to this show, and then episode 5 wasn't great, so I just didn't feel motivated to get these reactions out. And then episode 6 was really fun and I liked it, and then episode 7 was even funner than that and really made me want to get a reaction out. So now I'm going to group all these together to get back on track, and I hope you enjoy. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am here for another My Next Life as a Villainess reaction. I am pretty somber, have to admit. I just finally finished editing the reaction for episode 4, which I avoided for a week just because I dislike that episode so much. So I'm going into this one feeling very trepidatious, but I'm hoping that it's good. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get into it. And if you've enjoyed what you heard so far, please consider giving this video a like, comment, or subscribe. It would really help our channel grow, and I'd really appreciate it. 3, 2, 1, play. And I see we're already starting with some nonsense. Yay. Glad we get to be reminded of this shit. Come on. If it was just a dream, like, okay. Okay. You have disappeared twice, Catarina. You're worried about Geordo? I would be too. If they really are all like trying to defend her from Geordo, I love that they're all in on it and being like, no, this was a problem, we don't want this to happen again. That's what you had under that? Okay. Why didn't we get that info here instead of getting a voiceover from Catarina? I hate that he says all of these really cool things with a smile. Another trash prince on our hands, fairly certain. I would think this was cuter if I didn't distrust him so thoroughly. That's right, Mary. Thank you for being so smart. I would really like his character, not Geordo, Geordo. I would really like their oldest brother if what they're establishing about him is true. Why? I don't care about Geordo. Oh, I see, okay, we're adding some depth to his ghost. Did they realize that they didn't do it well the first time? That would be cool if he wasn't a dick. They must have realized that they didn't do a good job establishing Geordo's connection the first time. This is so much better. It doesn't excuse his actions in the present, but I would have liked him better last year. You don't need to convince me that Alan's great. I'm already on the Alan train. because he was possessive even back then.
それからだ。俺たちは派閥の人間の目を盗み、会って話をするようになった。そうだったのですか。
Wouldn't there be less factions if you met openly?
聞いてなかったんだね。
That's fair, but oh jeez. Well, she can't ignore it now. I don't even know where they're going with this. Okay, so now she has, like, is she just gonna be ignorant of everyone else's feelings and only know about Geordo's and then start crushing on him, and that's how we're gonna set Geordo above the rest? Okay. Okay, well, I don't know what to say. This was an episode. Aren't I the foolish one? They pulled a Marvel and gave us an after-credit scene. So I just saw the first couple of seconds of it, enough to see that Achan was there, but I haven't, like, seen it. So let's watch that. Here we go. Oh wow, okay. That wasn't worth it.
Okay, editing Gabriel. I never went back and recorded thoughts for this one because I just clearly didn't like the episode and didn't have much to say about it. The one thing I will say is that they did a really good job of giving Geordo a ghost. He didn't really have one the first time, and they really deepened that and made it clear that he had a serious problem. It wasn't just boredom, it was apathy. Might be a better translation. That he was dealing with apathy, born of depression, and Catarina helped fix that. Fix it being a word. But Catarina's natural personality was an answer to his apathy in the way that her natural personality was an answer to so many other characters' ghosts. So that shows why he feels strongly about her. Cool. I still don't like how they're characterizing Geordo as a super possessive, super competitive, jealous person. So I still don't like him as a love interest, and that's just the way it is. But I can recognize the craft that went into deepening his connection to Catarina, because he really desperately needed it. He had the weakest connection of all the love interests, and he just got thrust into the forefront. Hopefully he doesn't stay there. He doesn't for the next 2 episodes, which is why I'm back, because I actually enjoyed the next 2 and wanted to get a reaction out to them. So without further ado, let's get into those, huh?
Hi. So if this works out like I planned it, this will be grouped with episode 5. Heck, I may end up grouping it with episode 7 as well. We'll see what happens. So, we're about to start episode 6. I had a summer adventure, ... I don't know if there's more to that title. Episode 5, you probably just heard my thoughts on it, but just a quick recap. Craft-wise, I think they did an amazing job of giving Geordo a proper ghost that bonds him to Catarina. That said, I'm completely divested from Geordo's character at this point. I just do not care. So, cool. Gonna continue to watch this show where I think Geordo's gonna be an increasing presence, and that doesn't have me excited at all. I do not care for his romance. I want him to go away. Yeah, this one looks like we get to see them as kids again, particularly Mary is in the still. Mary's one of my favorites, so it'd be cool if we had, some focus on her. That'd be awesome. But I don't see that we need to go back and give anyone else development from kid days. Everyone else was pretty well established, so I'm not sure what doing some flashbacks will serve. We also saw that Geordo confessed his love, and it seemed to finally get through to Catarina. Like, she couldn't pretend that that's not what had happened. So I'm kind of interested to see how she processes that, and how she processes the fact that someone has feelings for her, and whether she'll figure out that everyone else has feelings for her too, but only kinda, because it's Geordo. So, without further ado, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go.
お嬢様、今日もジオルド様から贈り物が届いております。ありがとう。ルドが嫌いなわけじゃないけど、カタリナが王族になるなんて絶対に無理。どうすればいいの？
She does not seem to be on board with this Geordo ship either, but because she has something, she can make it as royalty. No discuss of her feelings. The little marching Catarinas do make me happy. Oh, I love Sophia's hair. Of course you were, Maria. These are good considerations. What sort of life can you build with your partner? That's important. Maria! Wouldn't you be happiest on her farm? Will you save her, Maria? I'm liking this episode so far. It's a needed palate cleanser. Jeez. Oh, need a reminder of this. I love that Sophia's like, oh, this is a great story. Alan is so great. Oh, wow. See, Sophia has the better connection with Catarina. Why is she constantly putting her brother forward? Though I do like him more than I did before. I knew she would come up with something fantasy, fantastic. Yes! Them in these outfits, yes! So great. Oh, that's so cute! Sophia! Look, an episode with less Geordo is so much funner.
出たのよその日の晩思い出すだけで恐ろしいあれは
I'm interested if we'll see that like glowy-eyed character from the prison in the OP.
あれは
聞きましたよカタリナ。また王子たちを連れ出して木登りをしたそうじゃないの。私は猿を育てた覚えはありません。
幽霊は去年の夏目撃されたのですよね。そうです。姉さんが初めてこの別荘に招かれたのも去年の夏です。ということは幽霊の正体ってカタリナとクライス夫人とのとっても楽しかったですわ。
Ooh, everyone looks nice in their outfits.
特別な催しって花火のことだったんですね。
はい。本当は2人で見るはずでしたが、それはまた別の機会に。
No, you won't. Oh. To remind of Geordo at the last minute. So cute that they gave us a little Maria. I love it. Gonna keep my comments on this one super brief, but in a lot of ways this was the episode I needed to help me get back into the show, though obviously episode 7 did that even more, because we're here. And yeah, I love that it was like a low-key Sophia episode, just reminding us what Sophia's ghost was, and also her great connection with Catarina. I'm a little annoyed that she keeps pushing Nicol forward because she has such a strong connection, even as a character, just as Sophia, not even taking into account the fact that she is the reincarnated Achan, right? Like, I love Maria, but in some ways I would not be, like, it would be a classic story to have Sophia be the main love interest. You know, they used to be friends, they both got reincarnated in this world, they found each other again. I'm a little surprised that, like, Sophia is the one who's the reincarnated Achan and not Maria. But yeah, really cool. Love this episode. Let's go right into the next one. Alright, so here I am recording another reaction to my next life as a villainess when I haven't edited the first ones. At this point, I think I'm gonna have to do like all three together, in which case this is the third time you've heard me intro. So I should keep it short and just go into the episode. I liked the last one. It was a little bit of a return to form where we got to hang out with the characters and see their relationships, and I don't think we really needed the episode because it kind of built up why Catarina had a connection with some of the characters, and like I said the episode before that, she really only was missing a strong connection to Geordo, and now that she has one, I still don't care. But I'm hoping that this one is good because I think I saw a still of it and it looks like it's Catarina and Maria, and I'm always happy to see them together. So, without further ado, let's see what this episode's about. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm already hesitant. This looks like a Rufus thing. Okay, no, okay. The Department of Magic. Oh, Department of Magic! She looks cool. I just realized that they're putting makeup on Maria in that moment in the intro. As if they know whose lips need to be kissed. I'm such a Catarina Maria shipper. I wonder if they have a ship name that's not just their names smashed together. Is this OP showing us who the two bad ones are? Oh wait, then they have Keith. Keith, don't join the bad ones. Don't join the bad ones, please. Hey Raphael, I like you better. I rewatched season 1, and he's okay.
またどこかに潜入捜査に出かけたか魔法道具の研究に没頭しているか困ったな確認していただきたいことがあるんですが
So is this not Rufus? Is this another long-haired blue person? No, it's definitely Rufus. Or Sora, or whatever his name is.
まあこの分だとみんな今夜も徹夜でしょうね
That like that guy sleeping under his desk.
ラーナ様は魔法省でトップクラスの幹部だがその素性は貴族の令状という以外謎が
Larna, okay. Okay. She had a cool intro. Let's see.
寝ちゃダメですよ今寝たらあと2日は起きられなくなります
Then maybe y'all should sleep a little bit more.
たまにはベッドで眠りたい
Yeah.
ルーファスもルーファス魔法省に入ったという話は本当だったのね
Of course, she's just fine because he didn't do anything wrong.
空は僕と同じ部署なんですよ
そうなのどうしていいかずっと気になってたの
要注意人物
それ以上近づくと許しませんわよ手配してないのかな
来たな
That was difficult trying to read both subtitles.
どちら様でしょう
ラーナだよこれが魔法省での姿だ
ラーナ様さすが変装の名人です
ラーナ様
Wait, so she's not Susanna? I'm very confused.
これは夢が叶うドールハウスだ
夢が叶うドールハウス
人は今とは違う人生や生き方を夢見るものそれを実現させてくれるらしい
今とは違う人生というと生まれ変わりとかそういうことでしょうかどうやって
It's kind of like an isekai inside of an isekai. The meta.
大至急確認したいことがラーナ様サインください
わかった今行く少し待て
Don't say anything around that dollhouse.
カタリナ様はもし今とは違う
No, no. What are you doing? Stop it.
など
Great. Well, at least this is like good old My Next Life as Villainess fun. Ha 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 ha! Sora, you got left out! But Geordo went. Dang it. Just like watching people in a horror movie. You know what you weren't supposed to do. Who wants to be a bird? Is it Alan? Yeah. That's because Alan is best boy. Do they all have like Catarina in their fantasy? But it's not like her? A cat? Who's gonna be a cat?
あら素敵なお客様が来たわ
Oh, it's Nicol probably. So black.
よし
Yeah.
にゃ
I like Nicol even more now.
様はニコルさん素敵な話だったわ妖精って本当にいるのかなおりますわ
She's a fairy? Oh, Sophia.
妖精だ妖精は人間夜は一つの枕で一緒に眠るのです
She is so sweet.
らしいですね
しかしメアリ様には絶対に見せられない
Is it because she'd be jealous or because she would get an idea of being like, oh, that's how I could stay with her forever?
それは身分にとらわれ
You'd be a pirate?
自由な生き方
Not even one of the good ones? Because you suck? Oh my god. The worst. I mean, not that there were good It's a long story.
そして愛する人と自由気ままに世界を旅
That's actually kind of a cool fantasy, but I still hate you.
ちょっと待ってください。私も一緒に参ります。カタリナ様が行かれるなら、たとえ世界の果て。
Yes!
これはジオルド様の夢ですから。
そうでした。
You're right, Anne.
カタリナ様はどこでしょうか。
Glad everyone is on high alert.
なんせドレスのシワ一つ直せず、髪を溶かすのもお上手ではありま
Why
せん。
is Anne not one of her love interests, except for the age differential? It's the problem. Is this Catarina's?
カタリナ
Yes.
ユイ様、なんというお姿。
メアリー様やマリアさんは。
みんな楽しそうだな。このまま永遠にこの中で暮らしていく。
What are they doing? No, I want to see those fantasies.
ということ。
I don't care, Sora. I just want to go see the fantasies of some of my favorite characters. Is this going to be your moment to like go into the dollhouse?
みんなを助けに行きます。
私もぜひお手伝いさせてください。
俺も。空はここにいてください。
Yeah, you should stay here, Sora. No one needs you.
いざという時。でもどうすれば中に入れるのか。
どうせカタリナ様のことですから、この辺りを適当にいじって。
Anne knows her so well.
この中のどこかに人形があるんですよね。
We're not going to get to see Mary and Maria's and Keith's fantasies?
上へ行ってみます。
We better get to see them.
もしもう一つの人生が叶うなら、筋肉ムキムキの人生。
This is so great.
この部屋を後回しにしよう。
Oh. Great. Oh, Mary.
もう一つの
Mary is the prince. Interesting.
ジオルド様より地位のある人物になること。
Oh, nice.
そして堂々とカタリナ様をかっさらう。
Oh, I love it, Mary. Good job. I also love the gender bending happening.
いや人生が。
You do it as a girl?
遅刻しますよ。
Interesting. More gender bending.
我々はキース様。
I love it. I love queer people.
As in, I love that queer people mess with gender in beautiful ways, such as writing stories with gender-bent characters.
キース、焦らなくても大丈夫。
Oh, even gender bent Catarina. This is so awesome.
おはようございます、カタリナ様。お待ちして
Oh my god. Gender bent Mary is.
遅くまで
Ooh.
小説小説を読んでいらっしゃる。
Ooh.
その様子では朝ごはん抜きではありませんか。後でマフィンでも召し上がって。
Gender bent Mary is a dream, and I love Maria, but jeez.
男性の皆様は
Okay. Nicol is cute. So is Geordo, actually. I feel like that should be the best one, but it isn't.
麗しくカタリナ。
I want to like Alan's more than I do.
ください。それは私の仕事でございます。
Oh, dang. Yes, Genderbent Anne.
面白かった。こうやってダラダラできる人生っていいな。
I love their gender bent character designs.
なんですか。よかった。カタリナ様。
This is great. Last one was good. This one's good.
ここはそういう仕組み。
Can we go back to Keith's? I want to see more gender bent everybody. Did he get sucked into a fantasy? Is his fantasy just that everyone gets to go home at time? Oh, so sweet.
仕事は朝9時から午後5時まで。もちろん残業はなく、夜はちゃんと自宅に帰ってベッドで寝られます。まさに理想の職場環境です。
Not really. That's still too much work, but I appreciate where you're going.
このドールハウスの中で永遠に幸せに暮らす人形。
No. You would think you'd have more immunity to mind magic.
空にはまだまだ教えてあげないといけないことが
Who cares? Don't care about that.
ローナ様には拾ってもらったものをまだ返し
Okay. I like Lorna.
いなくなったら同僚たちの仕事がもっと増える。
Okay.
それに私はラファエルと一緒に元の世界に戻りたいわ。あなたのいない世界は考えられない。
That's right. Remember who you're in love with?
人形もしかしてあれが
Have you seen another doll?
さあいけないんだ。
風の魔法。
No, I forgot that was his natural magic type before dark magic. Are you somehow gonna conquer her with kindness? No, just gonna get the key. That's fine. That's good too. She hasn't shown that personality, so it's okay.
これでみんな解放されますね。
If you can convince them to come home, right?
よかった。さあみんなで帰るわよ。
No. Aw, that would have been cool if she'd had to go to each one and like convince them to come home.
とにかく帰ってこられてよかった。
おかえりから魔法省を
ラー
案内。
ナ様、まずは山のように残っている書類を片付けましょうか。さあ仕事仕事。
じゃあまた今度な。
どんな夢聞かせて。それ以上お聞きにならない方が。
It was so cool.
皆様の心の平穏のためです。どういうこと？知らない方がいいこともある
But
のです。
I'm sure they would all want to know about their Genderbent selves.
教えてよ。
Those designs were fire. Alright, so thoughts. This was great. I loved it. I love that it was just some hijinks. Like, My Next Life as a Villainess almost like works best almost like a sitcom, you know, where it's just some wacky adventure of the week. So episode 2 was like that, where they just had to put on this play, and it was awesome. And then the next highlight was last week's episode 6, where they were just wandering through the woods, and then they were telling stories. Now, they didn't actually have anything to do in that episode to accomplish in that episode, so it wasn't as cool as this one, where it was just like, okay, they're gonna get sucked into a dollhouse and we're gonna see their fantasies and we get to play around with Genderbent character designs, which is awesome. Oh, so great. So I did not take notes, but let me just try to remember each of their fantasies, go through one by one. So first we have Catarina, who is just like, I just get to laze out, eat food, read my favorite stories. I get it, it's awesome. I love that her fantasy doesn't involve anyone else. It was the same when they got sucked into the book in season 1. Like, she's just like, yeah, I'm just like doing my own thing, and I love that for her. Unfortunately, she's in an otome-based anime or harem anime or whatever, so her wonderful, maybe not aromantic, but definitely like on the definitely on the Aro spectrum lifestyle is probably going to be characterized as like naivete. I mean, they already do that, right? Like, oh, I just don't have experience with romance, and that's why I don't know what's going on. Oh my god, why can't she just be an ace Aro hero? I don't know. Well, I do know, because heteronormativity and the straight agenda. So then we have Maria, who, I'm not going in chronological order, I'm going in the order that I remember them. So then we have Maria, and I love also that her fantasy did not feature Catarina in any way. It kind of shows why she's the best love interest, because again, she just does her own thing, she has her own passions. And yes, she absolutely loves Catarina, that's been established, but she doesn't covet Catarina. She's not like, this is something that I want to possess forever. She just does her own thing, and I really love that. And it's also obviously hilarious to see her as this like super bulked up person who just is making sweets, right? Again, they are perfect endgame. She loves making sweets, Catarina loves farming. They just need to go live on a farm together. Please, please, if you are merciful, and I know that you are, please let them just end up that way. I know this isn't the biggest thing, but also, geez, would it be fantastic? Okay, so then who do we have? Mary. Mary, oh, I love Genderbent Mary. I liked her even more in Keith's fantasy, but just seeing her as a prince and her just being like, the one thing I want is legitimacy for this relationship. I just want to be able to openly and honestly love the person that I love. I heart you, Mary. You can do that as yourself, so I don't know. I mean, maybe you can't, not in this society of the game world, nor in present day society. Who knows? I guess we'll see how the show ends. But yeah, I liked it. But again, kind of like everyone but Maria, her fantasy involves somehow being able to claim Catarina as her own and her one like and only. Now granted, I think that Mary actually would be okay in some ways of sharing, even though like Anne was like, don't let Mary see Sophia's dream. But I feel like Mary would be okay with sharing Catarina's heart and time if she could be on equal footing with other people. I think what like really bothers Mary is that she can't claim Catarina's hand. Like, she does not have the standing in this world to do so because she is a woman and because she is not a high enough nobility like Prince Geordo is. And so I can imagine a world in which, like, if those barriers were out of the way and Catarina was like, I just want to hang out with all of you, that like Mary would be happy with that because all she really wants is to be with Catarina. All right, so then who do we go to next? Let's leave the animals to last. Those two were kind of funny. Let's go to Geordo's. I mean, I like Sophia's, but I think let's just tackle Geordo's. So I actually like Geordo's fantasy quite a lot. This idea of like, I get to give up my status. I don't have to keep playing at this game called society, right? The classic desire for wanting to be a pirate is to be free of society's rules. Now, of course, when we think pirate, we think the golden age of piracy in the Caribbean, and they had their own society and their own rules. But I find it interesting that their society, which was basically based on anarchist principles of like egalitarianism and joint decision making for the sake of robbery and murder and thievery, was so alluring to people that it has stuck in our mind and has become embedded in cultures all over the world and has become synonymous with the idea of freedom. So, you know, maybe we should move towards those sorts of societies. More democracy, more egalitarianism. But yeah, I liked that what he longed for was freedom, and of course, Catarina. And in all of these like fantasies, Catarina is just like not an agent, like not in Mary's, not in Geordo's. It's not saying like, it doesn't show that Catarina is getting what she wants. Like, what would Catarina do on a ship? There's no farms on a ship. Geordo, not thinking. You're not thinking. What would Catarina do if she had to marry a Genderbent Mary, who is a prince, higher than Geordo? Then she would have to be royalty, which Catarina doesn't want, right? So like none of these things really take Catarina's desires into account. It makes it hard to root for any of them because their love is so one-sided, but okay. Then you have Sophia's. Sophia's probably does better on this count because at least Catarina gets to sit around and read like she said she wanted. And we see in her fantasy that it is what she wants. So I appreciate that. And then Sophia's like, I just turned into a fairy and we are friends forever and we just sleep in the same bed. Just cause, like, I love it. I think like of all of them, Sophia's love is the least sexual, except maybe Maria's, but I have a feeling, because we see Maria blush quite a lot. I think Sophia's is like the least sexual of all of them. The one time we saw her be kind of sexually forward was when she like slammed Catarina against the wall. So I could kind of almost see like Sophia being her match in like this ace arrow fantasy, like romance between the two, if such a thing were allowed to exist in our society. So I really like Sophia's. Okay, so then we go to Nicol's, who is a cat. I love Nicol as a cat, I have to say. I'm like really warming up to Nicol since I rewatched season 1. He's coming off a little bit better. And you know, he's just chill. He's just such a chill, gentle dude. I like him. He's soft-spoken. He's pretty. I don't know why I hated Nicol so much, but I like him now. He's okay. I didn't hate him. I just thought he was boring. But I'm coming around to appreciate him a little bit more. And I like that he just wanted to be a cat, and that, like, I think his personality fits cats very well. I have a cat. I love my cat. So I think that was great. And then you have Alan just being like, I just want to fly free as a bird, but I also want to be able to kiss Catarina. didn't think through those fantasies. Oh, that was hilarious. I like that Alan wanted to fly free. He is often the most like independent of the male love interests, even with Nicol, who is like super quiet, but I feel like Alan is, again, like, I like that he's grounded in his own ambitions, not necessarily ambitions, but his own desires, his own interests. And I think that's one of the things that makes him such a good love interest, similar to Maria, is that he has his own life and he has his own, he's a full person. It's completely separate from his relationship with Catarina, and then he's bringing that personhood to his relationship with Catarina to the extent that they have a relationship, you know, she has friendships with all of them. Yeah, his fantasy doesn't really show off his strengths except for the fact he's saying I want to fly free, but that was funny. Yeah, I'll say, so then we have Keith's best for last. Oh my god, those Genderbent character models were so fire. I think at some point I'm gonna have to like rank them. Ugh, I think Mary's is on top. Like Mary's is great. Catarina's like right under that. It was great. I liked the concept behind Alan's, but for some reason the execution just wasn't hitting me. She should have looked cooler somehow. Like it was almost like this like tomboy concept behind her, but it just for some reason didn't click with me. But let's see. So yeah, I think I would go Mary, and then Catarina. I actually didn't like Sophia's too much. Maria's I thought was just kind of basic. Geordo's was really good. Nicol's was okay. So I would go like Mary, Catarina, Geordo, Nicol, and then like I guess I would go Alan, because there were just so many features about it that I liked and wanted to like pay attention to, but couldn't quite. And then I would go Maria, because like it was just basic and cute. And then unfortunately I had to put Sophia on the bottom because I didn't like hers actually. And then you had Genderbent Anne step in, and whoa, suave AF. So I don't know where Genderbent Anne go. Like Anne is such a wild card in all of these rankings. She's just so great that she messes up the rankings. And then there was what about Keith? I forgot about Keith. It was his fantasy and I forgot about his Genderbent form. I actually kind of forget what it looks like because he didn't get a glamour shot like everyone else's did. Let's throw Keith in after Maria before Sophia. So there you go. So then Raphael's. I'm coming around to Raphael as well. Again, I rewatched season 1 and I liked Raphael a little bit more. And you know, like he's not. I like him when he's not such an overdramatic sad boy, and he's just like kind of like again a kind of soft-spoken. This is what I'm gonna do, and I like that what he fantasized about was just having a chill work-life balance. And not even just for himself, but for all of his compatriots. And then at the end, he like dragged Larna away so that she could do her work. I like that. I like he's coming across more solid, more grounded. He also was the only one that had an idea for how to get Catarina out of her marriage to Geordo. So I'm appreciating Raphael a lot. As you can probably tell, Geordo is now on the bottom. Sora isn't even on the list. Nope. Goodbye. Okay, so other things. I'm confused about this Larna-Susanna distinction thing. I thought Susanna was the spy. Are they both spy? Are they different characters? Or is Larna another disguise of Susanna's? I'm confused. It would make sense because they say Larna is always away. That like she's away because she's Susanna and Larna is a part-time thing. But yeah, I guess I may be dumb, but I think I missed it. And I'm like, wait, what? Are you the same character as Susanna or a different character? Let's see, was there anything else cool in this episode? This was a great episode. I loved it. It actually makes me want to go back and edit these. So hopefully now with the like momentum of this motivation, I will get these put out as reactions. And yeah, with that, I will see you all in the next one. I'm now excited for the next one. So I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
And so concludes my journey back to my next life as a bonus. If you've enjoyed this commentary, if you've enjoyed this breakdown, I'd really appreciate if you could give the channel a like, subscribe, comment, let me know who your favorite Genderbent design was, because we had some great ones. And I will definitely see you in the next one. You can go ahead and check out some other videos on the channel as well. I also react to the Owl House, another bi adventure, and I put out a review for Loki, so lots of bi characters around, and just react to animation in general. So yeah, give the video a like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.